Let every word that pours forth from your mouth be filled with light, that you may walk unafraid through the darkest night. Let every word that pours forth from your mouth be filled with light, that you may hold all truth, that you may keep your head under one roof. Let every word that pours forth from your mouth be filled with light, that you may not stumble like all broken souls, that you may stand at the gate. The world hears that bell, the bell always tolls. Let every word that pours forth from your mouth be filled with light, that you may be all right, that you may see the pure letters of truth flow through your mind, and you will never know fear again. Let every word that pours forth from your mouth be filled with light, so that you are never afraid of what is being spoken, that the silver cord may not be shattered, and the golden bowl be broken. Charles Harding. I wanted the voice of Charles Harding, so I could sing the song of God, but it was stolen by Robert Allen, and I followed that devil all along. It started for me in 1963. There was a sound coming from the city, and all the children from miles around followed the music to the center of town. That music also called me. For a while I just followed the crowd, but as I walked along I saw flames coming out of the ground. So I turned my back on that city and I set off down the road. I did not know where it was going, but I knew I had to go. I just kept on walking till I thought that I would die, and from the mountain I saw flames in the city, and I saw chaos written across the sky. For 30 years I've been crying, for each year a tear dropped from my eye. Then all of a sudden I couldn't walk anymore, so I sat myself down to die. What had I been doing all of my life? I began to wonder, and when I was at the point of death, a voice spoke to me like thunder. I wanted the voice of Charles Harding, so I could sing the song of God, but it was stolen by Robert Allen, and I followed that devil all along. I have no memory of this. I have no memory of this. I have no memories of your kiss. Many times I wonder why I am doing this. I have looked for order in these pages. I have looked for order in my rages. I have looked for order in your kisses. I have looked for order in this. Do I look another way, try and teach the children in the right way? I have waited for moments like this, and it's turned into another mess. I feel like I walk along a very thin line, as though I have everything but nothing on my mind. Walking along these years, wondering about this. Help me with a kiss. Stepping on the threshold of a new way of life. Can I stand in? Can I stand out? Do me up, do me down. Don't leave me around, wondering about this. Harmonic moments, lives of bliss. We all have to earn the right to receive the kiss. I want you to think about all of this. Hurtling down the high road, hiding behind the trees, always thinking what I believed was an illness when it should have been a contagious disease. I think long and hard about all of this. Strange ships sailing through space. For many long years I followed them with faith. I kept seeing these things as pictures in my mind, but underneath it all I wonder about this. When will I receive your kiss? Plain brown. In the plain brown room I see a man in a plain brown suit. Open neck shirt, will he do it? Black line window, plain brown wall, slightly open, that's not all. Looking down on grasses green, takes off his lime black glasses, you know what I mean. 1 foot through the window, never takes his eyes from the grass. Will he take the step now? Will he do it at last? Why does he hesitate at the window's ledge? Is it time to meet your fate? Can someone interpret my dream? Will someone tell me what it means? Is it time to cross over? Why do I hesitate? Can I kiss the past goodbye? I notice the man with the brown running out of his eye. It is a very strange tale that I have seen. All of a sudden he was gone from the window, out across the green. This is beautiful. No one can make love to you the way that I can. I know how to turn you on and make you become more than you are. I am the one who can touch you like no other, kiss you and caress you, though the thought might distress you. I can stroke the head of the serpent and say the words that awakes it from its slumber, make it writhe within you. I should have to skin you, but birth is painful, a moment soon forgotten, when the baby is born, and to each one this is beautiful. No one can make love to you the way that I can. I will turn you on and deliver your soul. Thus you are reborn, where once before you were but a shadow of your real self. Movie song. I can't lose myself in a movie house, even though I've paid my dues. My mind wanders out through the door, even before the first picture moves. What will you do when the screen goes blank and the doors wait to swallow you? Once more into the darkened night you walk with trembling heart, faced once more with the role of life you wish not to take the part. You may walk along till the skies fall down, no one will fear for you. You must brush the mist from the windowsill, it will even clear for you. When your heart calls out for love and light, your soul gives it for you. I can only teach you the words, I cannot live it for you. The curtain closes on this song, the theatre closes for everyone. Cast out like children from the school, we must all eventually return home. The high table. The table is laden with food for the eating. The halls are ready for the people's feasting. There isn't anyone there, the building's deserted. No one has come for 2,000 years. The guests have been invited to sit at the high table, but they have been diverted by their need to fight for the places. I have travelled for many long years. I came to these halls so tired and so weary. I came alone, for no one would follow. I see all this food that I have to swallow. I looked around for someone to eat with, that I might engage them in idle conversation. But there was no one there as I sat at the table that was made up of Irish polished marble. Within it I saw the reflections of the people, those who had been invited for me to sit down and eat with. But no one came, so I ate my fill. My knife fell down onto the floor, so I knelt down, and over my shoulder I saw a bed of silken waiting for me. As I lay there, I was not alone. I reached out and touched that block of stone. The unified theory of everything. I heard voices talking, voices celebrating the 100th birthday of Albert Einstein. I heard voices talking about how he had once stunned the world with thoughts no one ever had before, filled with truths that opened up the door to provide us with all the technological goods we have around us today. I also heard the voices say that old Albert had lost his way because he wanted to compose a song that everyone could sing, the unified principle of everything. Some of those voices would say that he did it, some of those voices would say that he didn't. The way those voices said it seemed like Albert knew that he hadn't, and who am I to say that he couldn't? But I got around to thinking, was it that which I had always been trying to do, write a song that everyone could sing, a unified verse explaining everything? I mean, is it not true that ever since the birth of mankind, everyone wanted to know just exactly what it was that God had got on his mind, and even more so what he has in mind for all of you and me? So who could compose that song that can be played on that keyboard, which scientists now accept truly does exist? Is it scientists themselves who will be invited to sit upon the pianist's seat, or some obscure poet the world has yet to meet? And I was thinking what a wondrous thing this could be to do, to write down the thoughts of God and present them all to you. And all these thoughts were swirling through my head. After all, it was me who said that it was time for a full explanation of everything and all I had ever done. And wouldn't it be marvellous if each and every word I had written was in fact the very thoughts of God? I imagined myself in some snowbound haven, set on a snowdrift in some pine forest sea, overlooked by snow-capped mountains, with the face of God looking at me. I thought I could pick up my pen to write, and then the light of wisdom would shine down upon little old me. But in the meantime I sat down and read another historical book, explaining how millions of people found themselves to be dead in the 20th century. And I realized I had taken part in a dance. I realized again that I was entranced by the mediocre melody that some would call the devil's dance. And I realized then I didn't stand a chance of writing the song the whole world would sing, the unified theory of everything. But who amongst us could second guess the mind of God? Perhaps we might in another 300 or 400 million eternities on a Thursday night, but even then would we have got it right? I heard voices talking, voices celebrating the 100th anniversary of the birth of Professor Albert Einstein. They were criticising him for having the nerve to believe that he could understand everything. But I don't really think he was trying to do that at all. I think he was just writing a letter of apology to God for unlocking the secrets of the atomic bomb, a silly thing that he thought that he had done.